Hey guys, I lied. So there's actually going to be a fifth video because, of course, I forgot some things. Some things I want to go over with is the weight and the towing. So it's 3,900 pounds dry weight, and then I have some stuff on it, right? The pots, pans, plates, blankets, all that stuff adds up. I haven't weighed it since I put all that on it, but I would imagine it's another couple hundred pounds. And then obviously if you're going to be traveling with a freshwater tank full, or if you're bringing it home and you didn't dump the tanks and it's got a full black tank and gray tank, that's even more weight. And then whatever stuff you put on it, that's even more weight. So just keep that in mind with whatever vehicle you're towing with. I will say it tows pretty easy. It's a pretty lightweight camper for the size that it is. A half-ton truck is great. If you are using a larger SUV, you should be okay. If you're going to Gatlinburg, or if you're taking it to several hours away and you're going to be on the interstate for a while, it might not be the best gas mileage wise. But it's really not bad towing. I don't know if you're not familiar with towing a camper, it might seem like it's bad because it is a lot of wind resistance. They're not very aerodynamic. So if you are going a long distance, always let me know so that you can borrow the anti-sway and weight distributing hitch to make it easier for you. Something I forgot to mention in the setting up video is I do have wheel chocks. So obviously part of the setup is you want to put those wheel chocks under the wheels so that the camper doesn't roll. And then don't forget to pick them up before that you leave. Pets. Dogs are welcome. I really appreciate it if you don't let your dogs on the furniture or the beds. Just because their claws can rip blankets and the mattress protectors and the cushions on the dinette table. And then also always let me know if you do bring pets, because I do a little bit more as far as the cleaning goes. And I do have that pet fee add-on on there too, so make sure you click that if you're going to be bringing a dog with you. I do have a waste dump add-on, so if that video seemed too complicated, one, you can always call me and I'll walk you through it. But if it's just something that you don't want to do because it seems like you're going to get dirty, then just don't do it. Bring it back full, and I have a fee for that. The only other add-on I have is a propane griddle. So I do have a 2-burner electric stove top for cooking outside. That works fine, but it's just that, it's a 2-burner stove top. So if you wanted to grill up a whole bunch of hamburgers or steaks for everybody one night, you could always borrow and add on the propane griddle. Propane's always included. You don't have to worry about bringing your own propane or anything like that. And it's a large, nice, flat cooking surface griddle, and it's really nice. I like it a lot. And then while I'm on that topic, the stove top inside, keep in mind sometimes you have to cook inside, right, if the weather's bad or if it's raining, but it does get hot. You have an open flame in the inside of the camper. It really does heat up the whole camper, so always cook outside if you can. To be completely honest with you, me personally, I've never used that stovetop. I have had a couple of renters use it, and that's what they say, but that's typical for all campers. It heats up the inside of that camper pretty quick. So always cook outside if you can. Reservations. So if you're booking the camper, it's a good idea to make sure you have a reservation where you're going first, because the last thing you want to do is book your camper, put that deposit down and all that, and then you can't get a spot at the campsite you want to go to. So always, well, I guess they go hand in hand, but always make sure you do both of those. You don't book my camper and then wait a month to book a site at whatever park you're going to, and then you're unable to get a spot. If you've selected me to deliver and pick up the camper, always communicate with me on times, because it's important that we get there And I'm normally pretty flexible with my times. If I'm off, I'm off, and I can meet you there whenever and pick up whenever. But it's important that we get there around the same time, so you're not just standing there without a camper, and I'm not just standing there waiting for you to show up to hand you the keys. But also, when you reserve it, if I'm delivering, make sure you communicate with the park and figure out what the situation is for that. If you're just like, hey, I have a guy that's dropping off a camper to me, because you don't want to end up having to pay for me to come in the park on like a day pass just to set up your camper and pick it up or something like that. You know what I mean? So just make sure that they're aware of that when we show up. And then I'm always pretty flexible with my times. I don't mind doing early drop-offs or late pickups or the other way around. You know, if I can make it work for you, I'll make it work. And then two, I always have my phone on me. I'm a fireman, so I work 24-hour shifts, and I'm a paramedic, so if ever I don't respond to you right away, the only reason is because I'm working and I'm on a call or something like that, but I'll always get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll always respond right away or pick up the phone. So no matter how dumb you think the question might be, that you might have or need help with, don't hesitate to shoot me a text or call me. And that's it. Thanks for renting my camper.